man. Y'all see it's your boy Cassius J, man. I'm up at Hot Beats. Got my little partners from Norway up here, man. We cooking up in the studio. International. You know, we trying to cross the waters. We trying to be in Afghanistan. We trying to be in Africa. You know, we trying to do it all. So, got my peoples up here, man. Well, most people know I started with Zaytoven, man. Zay gave a brother a shot. It was like, man, I can't get you no placements. I can't promise you that, but if you come around, I got you. I started going over Zay's house and, you know, making beats with Zaytoven, and then that led to me getting my biggest hit with Street, BankRoll Fresh. That was that hot boy, rest in peace, Bank. You know, we got the Make Some Shake, got the Dolph, we got the Future, Justin Bieber, August, catalog crazy, Pee Wee Longway, Gucci Man, Rich Homie Quan. You know, it's there. Right. You know what I'm saying? If you know the tag, you don't hurt it.
That's what it is. So, like you said, you know, I seen you over the house at Zaytoven house. So, like from the start, what would you say? I know you said that song Hot Boy was your biggest song. How have things changed since that song released till now?
Hot Boy was the song because if anybody know music, you always gotta have that single that break you. Hot Boy was that single that broke BankRoll. So at the same time it was breaking him, it broke me as a producer. People already knew me, but they didn't. You know, I guess they didn't know the capability. Like, dang, this nigga could bring some heat. So I think Hot Boy brought it brought that attention. It broke me. Like I said, it broke Fresh, it broke me. And that led up to all these other things. Hot Boy got me on the Jeezy album. Right. You'd be surprised because they fuck with Street. So Hot Boy got me linked up with Rich Homie. So there's a lot of stuff. Just having that one artist, as any producer, I say you should have that one artist. That shit just break you as a producer. At the same time, it's breaking the artist, but at the same time, it's breaking you. So that led up. That did good for me.
So how long were you doing music before you linked up with Zaytoven? Like, how long were you doing the beat?
Well, all my life I've been a musician since I was 15. So I had been doing music prior to that, probably about 2 years, because I had got a placement with Justin Bieber prior before I met Zay. Okay. I was on his Christmas album with Boys II Men, a song called Fa La La. So I had got that right before I met Zay, 1 year before I met Zay. So
you said you were doing music. Was it just basically musical, like cooking up beats, or were you playing instruments?
I was playing an instrument. I'm an organist, pianist. So I was on tour. I played for The Dream, played for Avant, played for Jay Holiday. I was on tour. That's how I got into it. That's how I got into producing. A guy by the name of Don Vito saw me playing at used to be Sugar Hill back in the day, underground, downtown underground. Okay. He came up on stage. It's like, hey bro, I want you to come to the studio and you know, make some. I really want you to just play keys on some stuff. And I did that, and that's how I got into production. I saw the way he was making beats, and saw he was making a little more money than I was. So that made me want to be a producer. And luckily, a year later, I bumped into Zaytoven at a church. We had a church together. Zay about to play the organ, and my boy like, that's Zaytoven. I'm like, for real? So then I started hollering at Zay, and we linked up, and we've been best friends since.
Yeah, it's still surprising when people hit you up from like overseas.
It don't became the normal now because it's everywhere. People, you'd be surprised. People call from London, Canada, Norway. I just had some people reach out from somewhere in Europe. It's normal now. Everywhere across the states, everywhere in the states, people just be hitting it up. So it ain't even surprising. I think it's more surprising now when I'm walking and I see people like, hey, that's Cassius. That's more surprising than people hit me up in the email like, I want some beats. Right. I just think I just
face recognition was up.
Right. The face recognition getting up. I was just at the house the other day and I put some speakers stands outside. I was getting rid of. I was cleaning out the garage, and the guy rolled past like, "Yo, can I have these speakers stands?" I was like, "Yeah." And he looked twice, like, "Hold on, Cassius J." I was like, "Yeah." I really didn't want to say I stayed there. No. He's like, "Oh shit, man, I'm a fan. Can I take a picture?" That's more surprising to me because I don't stay in the ghetto. I stay all the way out there with the white folks. So when I see people of another race that recognize me, that's more surprising than other people in other countries hitting me up. Because that's how you expect our music to do. You expect our music to go farther. You know, you expect it to be overseas. You expect people to be on Instagram, on YouTube watching it. So that would surprise me about it.
It's Cassius J. That's your name.
Cassius J. Well, my name is Josh Cross. Okay. That's if you go look at the Bieber stuff, you'll see it. It's under Joshua Cross. I went even Cassius J in 2012.
That's why I was going to ask you, how did you come up with the name Cassius J?
Man, I went through a phase where when my father died, I stopped believing in Jesus. So I started looking up, reading a lot of Qurans and reading a lot of other books and Bibles and stuff. So I came across, of course, Muhammad Ali. And I read his whole story, how tough he was and how he survived and how he stood up for what he stood up for, and it just made me want to be Cassius. I think he was Cassius Clay. So I was like, shit, I want to be Cassius J.
Yeah.
You know, so that was the whole purpose. It came. It's from Muhammad Ali, just his story and his beliefs, his background. He's a good person, and I respected that about him. So that's the whole thing that made me want to be Cassius. You know, I was gonna take the J off of it, but I like the J. You know, Cassius stands for something. Mm-hmm. Cassius J, I knock your ass out. Thing like a beat, Muhammad Ali.
Right.
Yes, sir.
So, like you said, you got these people in here from Norway. What's that? Now, you kind of known for trap beats right now. You know, I know you do other stuff, but what kind of music are they putting on your beats?
Man, he came over here for trap beats. That's exactly what he came. This man just flew 14 hours to get some Cassius J trap beats. Not no pop, not no R&B. They don't want that pretty. We want it dirty and grimy.
That's what's up, though. That show you that hood, that shit taking over.
Oh, man, hood, trap music is taking over. Like, we been said that. People was like, oh, that trap going to be here for a season. I remember EDM came and stuff. They was like, EDM music, that's like trap, it's going to be a phase. I was like, what, stop? Trap music going to be here forever. Mm-hmm. And it goes back to time. You look at Gucci Man, you look at Jeezy. You even go back farther than them. It's been here. Mm-hmm. It's just now the kids loving it. You got young 21 Savage. Like, they loving this trap music right now. They ain't never going nowhere. If anything, it's his own genre right now. It's something new.
Yeah. So what's the next phase of music for you right now? You know, some producers, they say they want to expand, you know, their sound and go into different genres of music. Or like you said, you got people from other countries, you know, coming to get with your sound. Are you just gonna keep, you know, and stay in your lane, or is there other genres you want to get into?
Well, I say this for all the producers that say that. Look up and think about all the producers you can name right now that you can put in your top 10. And you'll see why you can't put them in your top 10, because they switched too early. I'm going to stay in my lane. I'm going to do what Pops do. I'm going to do what Zay been doing this whole time. You know what I'm saying? It worked. Why change it? It worked. That man been doing this thing. He ain't never switching nothing. It worked for 10 years. It going on probably another 2 years. I've been with him for 13 years. I think I've been with him for, what, 4 or 5 years. So it don't work for Zay for about 13 years. So why would I switch my sound up? And then you start naming all the producers y'all don't produce before you even got to me. And you don't even hear about it. You don't see their name nowhere. They switched up too early. And they can act like they getting all this money in the world, but they not, because we understand how it work right now. So, nah, I ain't never switching up. I'm going to stay in the streets. I'm going to stay doing trap music. I'm going to keep making street hits. And when God got down called me to do something bigger, that's when we'll do it. Till then, we in the streets. Yo, it's your boy Cassius J, man. I'm out here rocking with Hood Affairs. I love these, man. They showed me the biggest support before they even knew who I was. I want to just say shout out to y'all. Street, rest in peace, BankRoll.